Hello everyone, before we get started with today's class, just make sure that you've cleared your space free of any furniture. Make sure you're not too close to any walls, any doors, windows, anything that might break, anything that you might hurt yourself on. Also make sure that you've got a parent nearby or someone that might be able to help you with your class if you get stuck. And make sure you get heaps of water into you because you might get a bit hot and sweaty and you want to keep that hydration up, alright? So today's class we're going to be focusing on a speed vault. So speed vaults are very fundamental vault in FreeG and parkour. Their main purpose is to get from where you are to where you want to go in the most efficient way possible. Just nice and quick, nothing flash. Just get over the obstacle in your way and continue on your way without losing any momentum.
Did you get what you need? Let me know before you leave. Did you get what you came for? There's a world at your feet when you're standing next to me. Did you get what you came for? If it ain't enough, shit, it will ride up. If it ain't enough, you can take my love. Did you get what you need? Let me know before you leave. Did you get what you came for? There's a world at your feet when you're standing next to me. Did you get what you came for? Get what you came for. Shit, it will ride up. You can take my love. Shit, it will ride up. You can take my love. Did you get what you need? Let me know before you leave. Did you get what you came for? There's a world at your feet when you're standing next to me. Did you get what you came for? If it ain't enough, shit, it will ride up. If it ain't enough, you can take my love. Did you get what you need?
Our shape of the day is going to be our front support through to side support through to back support, which is exactly like a speed vault but in slow motion. So we'll start front support, bring out, for me it's my right leg, so then I'm going to take my right hand off, left leg in front, right hand back down and left arm, right leg meets left leg. See if we can hold that one. So now to get into our warm-up, remembering that all of these warm-up activities are designed to work on the muscles and the movements that we're going to be using later on for our speed vaults, okay? So first off, we're going to go some ski jumps. So starting on one leg, we're going to see if we can jump and stick the balance on the other leg. So we're going to be working on the stability in our ankles as well as our power to push off one leg and get the distance to get to the other marker. So let's see if we can go 10 on each leg. Next up, we're going to do some front supports to back supports. So what I'm going to use is a plate. You might have a frisbee. You can use just about anything you can find at home for this one, as long as it moves nice and smoothly. So I'm going to put my hand onto the plate, start in my side support, which is the shape, one of the shapes we're going to pass through when we're doing our speed vault, and I'm going to see if I can walk around an entire circle holding that shape. So try not to let my hips go saggy or let my arm go all floppy. So this is really important because we've got to be able to take the weight in one arm when we're going through our speed vault. Because with our speed vault we're going to come with heaps of speed, go onto that one arm, and if our arm isn't strong enough to take that weight, we might hurt ourselves or crash on the other side. So it's really important to practice this one and get our shoulders nice and strong in that position. Next up is some lunge jumps. So we don't need any extra equipment for this one, which is nice. So we're going to start in a lunge and see if we can jump up and swap to our other foot. So try and, if you can, go as fast as you can and get as much height as you can. And this is just going to work on explosive power. So when we're going for our vaults, be it any vault or any skill in gymnastics, we can hit it with lots of speed and lots of power because our legs are nice and strong. Next up is our monkey crawl. So this is a bit of a tricky one. This is going to be a tester for the brain if you haven't actually tried it yet. So I'm going to do it sideways so you can see, but with this one, you're going to be moving the opposite side of your body. So what I mean by that is left arm is going to move when your right leg is moving, which can be a bit tricky if you've never tried this before. So we're going to go left arm, right leg, left leg, right arm. And if you can, see if you can do that in reverse. So you might be able to set up, your room might be 4 meters long, so see if you can go from one end of the room and back. Try and do that twice. And lucky last, if you have a grown up at home, you might be able to ask them for your help for this one. I've got my panda friend. Say hello to everybody. It's my panda friend. This is going to be you. So you're going to be lying flat on the ground, trying to keep your body just like this stick without bending. So your grown up at home is going to come behind, grab you on the shoulders, see if they can lift you up, and you're going to stay just like this stick without letting your bum go too low or too high. So this is going to work on our core strength just like we would be in a speedboat, trying to keep our body nice and strong. So the first step in learning our speed vault is going to be building up the strength in our shoulders. So not actually moving, we're just going to see if we can actually hold the position that we'll go through when we're doing our speed vault. So I'm going to start, this is my bed, pretend this is my bed, I like to sleep on the trampoline. We're going to see if we can go our hips on the bed and our shoulder on the ground, nice and strong. This is a pretty hard position to hold, but as you get more confident with it, you can move yourself further and further away from the bed until you've only got your feet on the bed. And from there, to make that one even trickier, you can try and do it on just one leg. Which becomes very, very tricky, and I struggle with that one a fair bit. So that's going to help build up the strength in our shoulders, so when we are going for our speed vault, and we hit it with lots of speed, our shoulders are going to be able to take that. Next up, so now that we've got the strength to deal with the speed vault, we're going to actually practice it. So we're going to take this one nice and slow, we're going to pop our hand down. This can be your left hand or right hand, but whichever hand you put down, for me it's my left hand, I'm going to lift my opposite leg up, so my right leg. And with this gap that I've created, I'm going to lift my left leg through and finish facing the way that I started. So a little bit faster, we're going to go left hand on, right hand up, and through, just like that. So now we're going to start adding a little bit of speed to our speed vault. So it's really important now that whatever you're using is nice and stable, so you don't hit it and fall over when you do try it. So you might be able to get someone to hold it still for you, or you might be able to find something that is nice and sturdy. So we're going to try and add a little bit more speed into it now. So we can start with a little bit of a run up, still placing our hand and foot on, but trying to do it a little bit quicker than we were before. So one more time, hand on, foot on, and still finish facing the way we were. So next step is to make this one a little bit trickier. We're going to take away this box, but we're going to pretend it's still there, and we're going to try and do the speed vault without actually putting our feet on anything. So we can go, still pretending it's still there, but without having the support of putting our legs down. And once we've practiced that a few times, we're going to have an imaginary line coming across here. If you're at home, you might have a pool noodle or something. You might get someone to hold the pool noodle across, but you can just use your imagination for this one. You're going to try and get your legs as high up as you can over. So if that is a wall, that you don't clip your legs on it. And finally, we're going to try and link two speed vaults together. So it's all good having one speed vault down, but the whole point is to try and link it together with some other skills. So we're going to do two speed vaults in a row. Before you try this though, it is important that you've practiced all the progressions on both sides, because if you've only practiced on one side and then you come down to the other side, you don't want to hurt yourself because this arm isn't quite strong enough or used to doing it just yet, okay? So make sure you're feeling confident on both sides, and we're going to see if we can go one speed vault, link it together with another one, okay? Alright, so now that we've got our heart rates up and we're all hot and sweaty, we've got to try and cool ourselves back down, get our heart rate nice and low. I'm going to take you through a few stretches as well as just a few balancing activities, but while we're going through this, I want you to try and focus on your breath. So try and have a nice, big, deep breath. So Big deep breath in through your nose, and then out nice and slow to your mouth, okay? Well, thanks everyone for joining us today. Make sure to stay safe, get lots of water back into us to keep hydrated.